We are here live right now with my friend Sophia Stewart, and we decided to go ahead and record this to alert the world of what has taken place. Recently, here on just June 25th, Sophia had some time in court, which I'll let her explain in a second, and we'll pull this up. How you doing, Sophia?
I'm doing really great, thank you, Ryan. Doing really well.
Glad to hear it. And you've had your big day in court here just recently on the 25th. Then we'll get in this document so people can take a look at that. Can you tell us what took place that day and what we're looking at with this document right here?
Yeah, it was magnificent. It was about at least 25 to 30 people showed up, so we had a full court. There was at least about anywhere to 5 to 6 federal marshals and FBI agents. And this was a evidentiary hearing because I won a default judgment on my own without an attorney way back at December the 4th, 2012 is when it was entered in, my default judgment. It's on my website, matrixterminator.com. That's matrixterminator.com, my website. And it's been held up ever since, my money. Now, the default judgment got entered in, but the judges wanted me to tally up the damages. I first tallied up $3.5 billion, and that's very low. And the judges came back and they said they usually take internet damages from pro se litigants. But in my case, they felt like I had tampered with the internet damages, which I hadn't. So they told me to come back again. Well, this next time I came back with $4.9 billion, but this time with an affidavit from Warner Brothers, an affidavit, signed off on how much money they made, and then the damages that the Terminator series made, the Matrix trilogy, the damages for that, and then, of course, the damages for the Terminator series and Matrix trilogy and Terminator series. But anyway, it's 3 times the amount, which is triple the damages because of the RICO involvement. Theft, RICO, criminal. So 3 times $4.9 billion comes out to $15 billion. And that is what I was asking for, $15 billion. And they finally gave me a hearing. The first hearing was for June the 4th, 2014. But, of course, there was some holidays involved, like Memorial Day and Mother's Day. So they pushed the judge, Judge Evelyn First, who's a magistrate judge, she pushed the date back to June the 25th, 2014 at 10 a.m. And at that hearing, this is where you tally up the damages so the judges can award me finally my money after 2.5 years. Jeez. You know, this is a long time for a pro se litigant to have waited for their money. You know what I'm talking about? Because once you win a default judgment, your money is supposed to be instantly entered in. Now, I only asked for at that time, when we had a court hearing on January the 11th, 2012, I only asked for $150 million, which was very low.
Right.
And they said, you know, they should have just entered it in because there was nobody to dispute that. None of the defendants disputed it. So the judge should have not gotten involved and showed any partiality. They should have just given me the $150 million, and it would have been over. They would have awarded me the default. At the same time they entered it in, the money would have been entered. But no, they got personally involved. Not the defendants now, but they got personally involved and wanted me to tally up the damages. And on that day, I tallied up the damage to $15 billion, brought in the expert witnesses, Art Tessema, he's Japanese-American, Katie Ryan, she has a federal license with a financial company, she's black, and then, of course, Jeffrey Castelline, who owns a financial company and CPA, certified federal license, who have over 26 years of investment experience behind him.
Okay.
And then, of course, I was the star witness for myself, being the plaintiff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you go ahead and ask me questions.
I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes, Sophie, and that's a great explanation. And at the end of this, those who are watching this are interested in learning more. They'll be able to have the opportunity to donate on the side here and actually download the MP3 file. So what I'm going to open up, just so people can see the proof on this and an update, because it's been a while since someone has seen anything, and we're breaking this news right now. You can see my screen right now, Sophia?
Yes, I can. Perfect.
No.
Perfect. I see the witnesses. I see the evidence.
Can you break this down? And I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes here, so about in 4 minutes. Can you break this down for me, please?
Yeah, this is the evidence that has been denied for over 12 or 13 years from being entered into the federal courts of California. This is where Warner Brothers paid a good over $500,000 or $500 million to keep all of this information or evidence from being entered into a federal court, FBI documentations of the theft, of course the actual movies, which were, if they had been entered in, I would have won the California case. And of course, Warner Brothers and the Wachowskis never even answered the amended complaint in California in 2004. So they lost on the default judgment, which was covered up. And the reason why is because neither James Cameron nor the Wachowskis had any copyrights. I own the copyrights. The government have validated that. As you can see on this evidential page, that the copyrights are right there. Uh-huh. And the numbers are there for anybody to look up if they want to look up.
Very nice.
So it's very important that people know this evidence finally got entered in on the 30th of June, but it was heard on the 25th. And there was a good 30 people there, witnesses and FBI and marshals.
And so this admitted means that it was actually accepted into the court right here?
That's correct. As you can see at the top, if you go to the top, you will see the actual, right there, the case number, the document is 280, filed on June the 25th, page 1 of 2.
Uh-huh.
That right there tells you it has officially been entered into the courts of the United States District of Utah, federal court in Salt Lake City.
Do you want to point out anything particular on these two-page document at all?
It's self-explanatory.
Okay.
It's the exhibit and witness list, and anybody can just look at it and they can read and they know what it is. If they have any questions, they can email me, but go ahead and make the donations and download the MP3 so you can actually hear everything live as you're reading these documents.
Exactly. Well, I am so excited to listen to this for the first time today and to share it with the world and have justice be served on your behalf here, because I know you've gone through a lot of emotional damages even through this entire experience to have something like this taken from you. So I really appreciate your time today, Sophia.
Thank you, Ryan, and people need to stay tuned. They're going to be really excited. I mean, this is really going to let people know that it's not a myth.
All right. I'm always here for you, Sophia, and we look forward to sharing this through Staged. And you guys, again, click on the side here of this page to download and send a donation in to support the cause here to help Sophia. Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you, Ryan.